Glad to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bears offense will take the field first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of...
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass, it's Ward. Finds the tight end.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Here comes the heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Gunning up for the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Might as well give it to him again. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. They're working that left side.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. This one's complete. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll do it himself. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Scanning the field, it's Ward. Pressure coming. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Heaves it deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
The Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Wants to throw, it's Ward. With the catch, it's Patterson. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So here comes the Bear offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Here's the pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Bears will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have a lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Patterson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Oh, they're after him! And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking deep down the right side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. He'll keep it himself. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. To the air on second down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on second down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. It'll be third and long. It's a draw. Nice move there. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. To the air, it's Ward. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his tight end. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Finds a man in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to fire on second down. Bring in the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Here's a throw downfield late. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
First and goal, Middle Tennessee.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones We were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That will put the wrap on